Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and to the next episode of Spiritual Sundays, a series where I'm talking about all of the deeper issues in life, from subjects related to mental health, human psychology, spirituality, and so much more. As this series goes on, I feel like I am gradually easing into it and my thoughts and words are starting to flow more effortlessly. Every week I have new insights related to some of my own life experiences, and I'm learning to be more open and vulnerable when it comes to sharing this stuff. It kind of makes it more relatable. Beginning of this week was very emotionally challenging for me. I felt that last week I did a lot of healing of past wounds and I ended it on an emotional high. However, that soon ended on Monday when everything came crashing down. I felt like my dreams had been shattered within an instant. I was torn up inside and the pain was almost unbearable. I did a lot of emotional purging and it felt very much out of my control. What got me through was listening to healing music on YouTube and continually bringing myself back into the present moment rather than letting myself get lost in thoughts which were only bringing me pain. It almost felt kind of unfair. Just when everything seemed to be going right, something had to come and ruin it all. Why does this always happen to me? I noticed that I had slipped into victim mentality, and once I started to come out of this phase, I was able to look back and reflect on what had happened. Although on Sunday I was on an emotional high and everything seemed to be falling into place, if I'm completely honest with myself, there was still a lot of underlying fear and doubt, and as I went to bed that night, I was plagued with feelings of unworthiness. Nobody had done this to me, I had done this to myself. Self-sabotage. Something I had been working on manifesting for a while was right at my fingertips. I could practically taste it and it was like ecstasy. The next thing I know, it slipped away, poof, gone, just like that. At first I was very upset, angry and frustrated, but eventually I began to accept that this just means there is more inner work to do and that which I want to manifest can still come to me. The more I thought about it, the more I realised that I'm still living in denial, not being true to who I am, continually running away from myself. Self-abandonment. And if I keep pushing myself away all the time, how can I expect anything to come to me? Although putting myself out there online through social media to build my business and personal brand has helped me to open up and express myself, I'm still hiding parts of who I am. My personality, how I look, my lifestyle, and even my past. I still have a lot of fear around fully expressing myself because I don't want to be rejected by others or abandoned. But the only person who is really abandoning me is in fact me. All my life, all I've wanted is for somebody to love and accept me exactly as I am. The kind of unconditional love that a parent might give their child or a dog might give their owner, for example. And I think all of us long for this on some level. Somebody who will be there for us no matter what, through the good times and the bad. Somebody who will always stick by our side. We expect this from somebody else, yet we can't give this kind of love and acceptance to ourselves. Some of the ways in which we abandon ourselves could be not staying true to our values, doing things to please other people only, often things that we don't really want to do ourselves. Not listening to our intuition and feeling unable to trust ourselves, which can result in indecision. This is something I addressed in my last video. Being a perfectionist and never really feeling good enough no matter what we do or achieve. Constantly criticizing and beating ourselves up for any mistakes we make. Hiding aspects of our personality, looks, and even our thoughts, feelings and emotions through suppression. Not taking care of ourselves and meeting our own needs. Always putting other people's needs first, often at our own detriment. Most of us are plagued with people-pleasing syndrome, desperate to be liked and accepted by others. This ultimately stems from childhood, in which we were reliant on our primary caregivers for survival. At the end of the day, if our parents or caregivers left us completely alone, we'd probably die, so we learn ways in which to best please them, get what we want, and ultimately stay alive. It's also partly a primal thing, as back in caveman times, we found safety in tribes, so if we were rejected from the tribe, that could result in immense danger and potentially death. This explains why we fear it so much. These survival tactics often become unconscious processes which we carry through to our adult life, resulting in feelings of unworthiness, anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and dysfunctional relationships. Something I have come to learn through spending a lot of time alone is that no matter what happens in life, I'll always have myself. So shouldn't the most important relationship be the one that I have with myself? Ultimately, this comes down to self-love, self-acceptance, and self-trust, allowing ourselves to fully express who we are and embracing all of our thoughts, feelings, and emotions, whether they are positive or negative ones. Showing more love and kindness towards ourselves and accepting that we have needs. For me, this is a process that has begun at home. Rather than going about my day very unconsciously, I actually take the time to stop and ask myself, is this really what I want to be doing right now? Is it in accordance with my own values, or is this a self-loving thing to do? Then I begin to notice all the little ways in which I hide or deny parts of myself. It's crazy that once I actually started to pay attention to this stuff, the number of ways I found in which I'm still not fully expressing myself, or I'm just doing things in order to fit in with other people. The times when I'm playing Disney music loudly in my shop and somebody walks in so I quickly turn it off, or when I'm not wearing any makeup and I cross over the road just to avoid seeing somebody I know, or holding back things I want to say to somebody else because of fear of being disliked. I find it particularly hard as a business owner and the face behind my brand, because ultimately people will see me in a certain way and I want to keep up that good reputation. So I show the parts of me in which I know people will like, and I hide the parts in which they potentially won't like. But what have I really got to hide? What if I allowed myself to be the unique person that is me? Would anything bad really happen? I'm not a child anymore, nor am I living in caveman times, so why not test that theory? At the end of the day, no matter what we do or how much we try and please others, there are always going to be people that don't like us. That's part of life. Some people get on really well, others clash. It's the variety of personalities and looks which makes this world so beautiful. Imagine if everyone was the same. We'd never learn and evolve as individuals. So allow yourself to be the unique, creative, and maybe even slightly weird version of yourself. Let it out, let it all out. And in doing this, you'll probably find that other people love you more for it. And more importantly, you'll love yourself more. It's really quite liberating once you can let go and start this process. There is a quote I love, and I'm not sure who originally said it, possibly Dr. Seuss, but who knows. And it goes, "Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." It's a little reminder that the people who are meant to be in your life will be there because of the person that you are. Even if that happens to be no one, well, it doesn't matter, because the most important person is you, and there's only one you. So if, like me, you've spent your whole life continually running away and abandoning yourself, turn back around. You're going the wrong way. Give yourself a big hug. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful. Please remember to like, subscribe to my channel, and of course hit the notifications button so you don't miss any of the latest updates from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please do pop them in the comments below, or come and say hello to me over on Instagram. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.